all about alcohol. Something's going on. Something going on.
Hey, you dropped your books. Here, let me help you.
Thank you very much.
You better get
I'm Barbara Murray, your substitute teacher for the week. Miss Gunther's sick. This is your alcohol project week, isn't it? Yeah. I saw some of the posters in the hallway, and Miss Gunther called me on the telephone and told me a little bit about it. But I wasn't here when you started, so maybe you could bring me up to date.
Yes. Well, Mark and I were having an argument about alcohol. He says drinking's bad for you, but if it's so bad, how come it's not illegal?
Oh, there's no way they can illegalize it. Oh, look, they tried prohibition once before, and it didn't work. So there's just no way they can illegalize it.
Oh, well, just one at a time so we can hear what you have to say. Well, does anyone have anything to say? Yes.
Alcohol's a drug. Who needs drugs? Yeah, but isn't it right that all the important people in the world practically drink? Even the president drinks, just to be sociable. So what is really wrong with it?
Well, my parents drink, but they're not drunks or anything. I mean, they can control it.
Yeah, but...
Yeah, some people
They just don't know when to stop. They don't know when to control it.
That's right.
Well, she's right. It's just a few people that give alcohol a bad name, and they're the ones we have to worry about.
What about you? Do you drink? Yeah, you drink. How about it?
Come on, Barb, try this.
No, I don't want to.
Come on, just a sip. You like it?
All right.
Hey, play something a little louder. Something with a little more pep.
I don't think I want to. Well, whether or not I drink isn't really relevant to the project.
Oh, come on, that's not fair. Yeah, come on.
I'd really like to tell you, but there's so much work to cover, we really better get going here. Maybe if we would move on to the next step in the project.
Oh, you mean the history of alcohol?
You might think that to take a drink is the latest thing to do. Something invented recently for folks like me and you. Well, it's not, you know, it's older even than men. Alcohol's been on this earth ever since the world began.
In the beginning, along with the birds and the bees and the flowers and the trees, there were naturally sweet grapes, a fruit. When this fruit we know as grapes combined with yeast, and then combined with the heat of the sun, the natural grape sugar underwent a chemical transformation. Right.
Wow, that's terrific. What do you call this stuff?
Man called it wow, wine.
How do you make it? Okay, you want to be like that. I'll find out for myself. I'd better write that down. I wonder if fish would work as well as a bunch of grapes. Fish fermentation. Blech.
So man tried wheat and barley.
Wheat. Barley. Who said that? Never mind. I think I'll try it. Now that's beer. Oh. Yeah, beer. What a great name. Glad I thought of it. I'd better write that down. I think I've had enough.
Man discovered beverage alcohol and found that drinking was a pleasant social experience.
If this still only works, I'll have contributed something terrific to the world. No, just a few grains of barley. A little more heat. Ah! This still is fantastic. This still is terrific. Distillation. That's it. I'll call it whiskey. No, schnapps. Maybe I'll just call it a day.
Ludwig, this is the last straw.
Some people just don't drink, because that's how they think. But that's okay. L'chaim. The Hebrews like their wine, and the Italians too. The Germans drink their beer, like the Africans do. In China and Japan, rice wine was always grand. Russians have been drinking vodkas ever since they were tiny toddkas. Scotch can drink their scotch. The English drink their gin. You'd be drinking ale if you were a Dane or Finn. It all depends on from where you came, the type of drink you drink. But alcohol can be enjoyed by all, depending on how you think. It's up to you to pick and choose. It's up to you to pick and choose, depending on who you are.
You know, I've really done it now. My first teaching assignment has got to be alcohol. I feel so hypocritical teaching those kids about drinking when I don't drink myself.
Come on, Barbara. There must be something that you like to drink.
Well, I like milk and soda, if you want to know the truth.
I bet I could find something that you'd really like.
Well, I don't like the taste of it, I don't like to drink, and that's all.
Cut it out, will you? Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Barb, there's so many varieties of taste. Coffee, banana liqueurs, creme de menthe. If you wanted to drink, you could find something you'd really like. If you don't like to drink, then there has to be another reason. Find out what that reason is, and you'll know a lot more about yourself and why you feel like you do about drinking.
Oh, that's funny.
What is?
Oh, that's just what we're talking about in the class right now. Why people feel the way they do about drinking.
I say one stereotype is, say the bum that drinks and gets drunk and lays on the street corner. A little scrawny guy with glasses who has a big fat wife who always pecking on him and all, drinks to forget.
Well, the big businessmen that go out and drink down their lunch.
Well, let's take a look at some of these kinds of people.
You mean like real tough guy drinkers?
Move it, man. Get over there. Get some room.
Yes, first there's the two-fisted drinker.
Here it comes.
On television, they always make drinking look so glamorous.
That's right, the sophisticated drinker.
Cut.
Was that all right?
My high school friends believe that drinking, a lot of drinking, made you more romantic. The fact is that if you drink a lot, you often make a poor lover, and that a lot of liquor actually makes you less romantic.
Well, yeah, but what about my folks? They drink, and it's not because of any of those reasons.
What about you? Where do you fit in? Do you drink or don't you?
Oh, now wait a minute. Now wait a second. Look, I've got an idea. Why don't we find out where we all fit in?
What do you mean?
I mean, as part of your alcohol project.
Why people do or don't drink. Everyday people.
Hey, I'm gonna ask our cop. That would be a neat idea.
Let's go ask our principal.
Some big business, big shot to be great.
Yeah, they drink all the time. That's the cinch.
Hey, how about an Italian restaurant down in D.C.? They drink a lot of wine there all the time. All right, do you think being Italian has anything to do with your drinking habit?
Oh, yes. It's a long tradition of drinking wine. I don't know, probably it goes back to the Roman times.
Well, the Jewish people use wine to introduce a joyous occasion. Wine is a joyous beverage.
Well, why do you drink?
Well, I enjoy drinking. It helps me relax.
And the drinking that I now do is basically wine and beer, and usually it has to do with a meal.
Actually, alcohol does not fit into the Baptist faith in terms of its ceremonials or its doctrines. Baptists believe in total abstinence. In order not to even introduce the taste of alcohol in the communion element, we use grape juice.
Normally it's beer, maybe a couple of beers with the guys after work, and wine with dinner. That's about all.
Well, Becky, I'm a Mormon, and I've been asked that question a lot of times. And there are many, many reasons why I don't use alcohol. Alcohol destroying man's capability to react, to govern his own mind, his body, is a very great sin in my estimation.
Why do I drink? I drink because I like it.
Really difficult.
It is very
Why don't you give Barbara first?
No, thank you.
Come on, Barb.
No.
Barbara, not again.
No, not again is right.
You know, you're not going to get drunk on just one beer. I don't see why you won't try one.
Over the teeth and through the no. What? Through the teeth and over the gums. And look out, Tommy, here it comes. Come on, Barb.
No, now. No, Mom and Dad, this sounds silly, but was there anything in my background and the way I was brought up that makes me feel the way I do about alcohol?
Well, it never meant that much to me, so we never served any in the house.
Well, why?
Well, I used to have a drink or two when we went out, or on special occasion. But when I saw that it made your mom uncomfortable, well, it just didn't mean that much to me, and we never had alcohol in the house.
So we never had any alcohol in the house, and I was never really exposed to it.
And you never developed a taste for it? Of course.
Well, I guess that's the way it was. But we never did tell you that you could or couldn't if you wanted. It just never came up, and it was not that important.
Gee, Barbara, we're sorry, honey, if we've done something wrong.
Oh,
but
Mother,
still...
it's not a question of right or wrong. I just want to know when I began to feel the way I did about drinking, so I'll understand myself better.
Well,
That's
then,
all.
cold drink, soft drink, anyone?
So now you know I really don't like to drink, and the pressure's on me. You know, I really don't have anything against drinking,
Well, why don't you just tell your friends you don't like to drink? But how's she gonna do that? I mean, all her friends would think she's just a square and, you know, wouldn't want her to come to all the parties and things.
Well, who needs friends like that? She should do what she wants.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but what if she really likes those friends and likes being around them? It'd be silly for her just to stop being around those people just because they drink a little.
But she doesn't like to drink, and they're pressuring her. Oh, come on.
Well, what are you going to do, Miss Murray?